Hello Virgo, welcome to your April 2022 reading. I'm going to be doing a few different readings for you. You should be able to jump to the sections if you want to get to a specific section if you want. The first reading I will do is a Horseshoe Spread. That's a general romance forecast, which should be suitable for anyone who is in a relationship or just, looking in general. The second reading I will do will be a one-on-one relationship spread. I will interpret it as a romantic relationship, but you're free to adjust the interpretations to any kind of relationship, like your boss, your cousin, your friend, if you don't want to be asking about a specific romantic partner. Then I'll pull some oracle cards in spirit to get a bird's eye view of the situation. And then I'll pull oracle cards from your person if you're out of contact with that person and you want to get some messages from them. And I'll close with some angel advice cards for you. And perhaps any other cards that might need to be pulled, depending on the needs. Alright, so we got your past, your present, and your future 3 to 4 months out, Virgo. Then we got you in a nutshell. This is your environment. We got your hopes and your fears, and then we got your 12-month outcome. And this is a horseshoe spread, if you need to look it up for yourself. Okay, so Virgo, in the recent past, it looks like you might be still, or you might have been, kind of mentally busy thinking about a situation a lot. It might have caused anxiety, sadness, grief. You might have had trouble perhaps sleeping, thinking, because your mind was just going about something that happened. We got the Nine of Swords here paired with Icarus in experience upside down. In this picture, it kind of looks like he's being tossed out, to the side. So, perhaps there was some sort of slip up in a relationship. Whether from you, from them, a mutual, where something didn't work out, not the way you wanted it to happen. Maybe you weren't used to dating a certain way and you just didn't know what to do next. Alright, so that's that, I guess. Alrighty, so your present situation. It seems like, I guess you might still have some wounds or better feelings or damage to kind of overcome, because it looks kind of like you're pulling away from the dating scene right now. You might be pulling away from a romantic partner, and it's kind of like you're, because we got guy here manifesting upside down. It's almost like you're like anti-manifesting. You're like, warding it off, or maybe opportunities might be out there, but you're not walking towards them. You're trying to stay back and figure things out for yourself before you get back into the dating game. Okay, so we got your 3 to 4 month future here. We got Medusa, the feminine, upside down, and we got the Knight of Swords. So it looks like 3 to 4 months out, you probably will be charging out to the dating scene again. You might be charging a little bit too fast and furious, because we got the Nine of Swords in reverse, kind of like he's going into his dark side. Maybe your communications might be going faster than maybe a healthy relationship might go. You might be talking about them about topics maybe that should probably wait. Either you or them, might be attracted to, or you might be attractive as like a feminine, as a strong female character that might be kind of driving one of you crazy. It is your reading, so there could be a female, or you could be the female that is driving men crazy, driving men towards you. Because within this deck, the Medusa card, she's a very powerful character, even though in the scope of things, she gets her head cut off by Hercules. Okay. So this is kind of you in a nutshell right here, Virgo. We got the Ten of Pentacles, and then we got Epimetheus, carelessness upside down. So, I mean, perhaps you might be a little loose with your words. I mean, the word here is carelessness, maybe thoughtlessness. Maybe you're saying things off of the tip of your tongue without thinking about the consequences. And that could be, in your physical words, or it could be like on social media too. And that could be part of the reason that you might have had some sort of falling out recently in the past, is maybe the words that you think mean something to you are not translating to that same meaning to the other person. They have a different background, they have different experiences, and the words in the context are not making sense or not sounding good to the other person, the people around you, because your background might be different. And with this Ten of Pentacles, it kind of gives a sense of maybe you're a homebody right now. You might not be going out. It could be maybe if you're stuck in your home, you might be more saying what you're saying on social media or on phone calls, through text messages, because you're not leaving your house. It's all happening within your domain. Alrighty. Virgo. So over here we got your environment. It's not necessarily something you can control with your own two hands, but it does affect how you do or don't do things. For instance, if it's raining outside, you'll either have to decide to put on a raincoat and go out anyways, or not go out, skip this, venture you had planned for the day. So for you, it looks like there might be a lot of challenges in their romance area, in your social dating romance pools around you. Maybe there's too much competition. People are kind of like, it's like these little, wands are attacking this person, and they're like, no, I don't want it. So, it might not be the best conducive for, for relationships or just sex, if that's what you want. It's looking like there's too much competition for you. We got that here paired with Aries, warmongering. So again, it just looks kind of like chaos in this card. There's a full-on fight with, a bunch of people, swords, arrows. Not very conducive to dating and romance scenes, if that's what you're looking for. Could be maybe even, politically, topics are going around that are not bringing people together in your social circles. Everyone might be kind of on edge fighting. Okay, Virgo. So here are your hopes and or your fears. Let's see. So the story of Psyche is she was in love with Eros, but she didn't believe that he could love her so much. She doubted that love, and she ended up cheating on him with another person. Eros was greatly hurt. They broke up for some time, and then they got back together because his passion for her was so strong. He couldn't not be with her, so he had no choice, to take her back, because he needed to be with her in the story. But the whole point is, like, if she just, didn't doubt the love that he had, they didn't have to go through this pain and agony. They could have just, gone into the good stuff. So it looks like you have a fear within you, Virgo, of fear of being cheated on, fear of people not believing you. It also kind of seems like it might be, since it's paired with this Eight of Swords, it might be like a self-imposed fear, like you're scared. You're scared to move, to make any moves. You don't want to offend anyone. One second. My cat wanted to go out. Okay, so it looks like you might have a tendency to put yourself in like a place of fear of not making moves, a self-imposed prison when it comes to dating. So these two things are not actually not necessarily real or will come true. They're not that. These are just like fears within your unconscious that, you know, now that you're aware of them, they affect how you make your choices. So you could, you know, change your choices, or, you know why you're making choices within your relationships as you move forward. Okay, so over here we got your 12-month outcome. We got the Nine of Pentacles, and we got the Morai, the future. So, I mean, generally this looks pretty good. It looks like whatever trials you're going through right now, you're going to kind of have things kind of in line, in order, the way you want them to be. You're going to come across as like everything's put together, your life is in order. You're going to have the material, the money you want to buy the things that make you feel good about yourself, like when you want to dress up. You'll have that with you. She's, you know, generally like kind of like a hot mama kind of card, you know, people like her. She has, you know, everything to look forward to, you know, there's no flaws with her. So within 12 months, it looks like your outcome, you're going to be in a lot better place once you go through this journey. You're figuring out how to connect with the people, you know, you want, and how to present yourself to the world in a way that the world will understand. And it's kind of like, it's, you know, this is something that might be meant to, you know, to happen at that time. Although you might kind of drag your feet, maybe you'll be scared to get your stuff in order at that time, but it'll happen anyways, because the Morai, they're weaving everything, they're weaving the fate, so it'll happen even if you resist to get your stuff in order. It'll happen for you anyway, so you can't really mess it up at that point. Okay, so let me shuffle the cards and do your one-on-one relationship spread. Okay, I shuffled these off camera, but I'll do it once on camera for your viewing pleasure. For your one-on-one relationship spread. Shuffle, okay. Alrighty. Alright, so Virgo, on the left side we have you, and on the right side we have the person you're thinking of. If you really need to, you can flip the sides, but generally that's the side, you know, it is. And then we got your past shared energy, your present shared energy in this relationship, and then your future shared energy in this relationship. Let's see. Alright, well, so the energy that you're bringing into this relationship, Virgo, I mean, as the cards, you know, would indicate, is that you might have some trickery, deception going on. Maybe you're juggling two different things, trying to figure things out, trying to get the right balance with life. Perhaps you're dating multiple people, you know, not exclusively, or you could be trying to keep a secret boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. The Trojan horse is the story of, you know, warriors hiding inside this wooden horse getting pulled through the gates, and then at night they, you know, ransack the city that was thought to be impenetrable. So, I mean, there is a deception, some cunning in that kind of, you know, sense. So I guess that's that. The person you're thinking of, Virgo, we got here Poseidon, Avarice, and we got the Four of Pentacles. So the energy that the person you're thinking of that's feeding into this relationship, it seems there is definitely an aspect of jealousy going on. Poseidon, you know, even though he's like the ruler of the seas, he always, you know, wanted to be the ruler of all the gods, as Zeus, his brother, was. So he's never quite happy with what he has. He wants more, and he's jealous of what someone else has. Whether this person is jealous of people looking at you, looking at, you know, at your beauty, or maybe they might be rightfully jealous if you are doing some sort of trickery on the radar. Because of this, they do seem like they're kind of clammed up, holding tight to this relationship. You know, there's not a lot of flow and back and forth energy. It's kind of like a, you know, they locked on, and they don't necessarily want to let anything happen, to let it spin out of control or let you get too loose on your leash, because you might not come back. Okay, so this is the past shared energy between you two in this relationship. So it definitely looks like finances. We got finances and career. Money issues are a factor in your relationship. This card right here, the Six of Pentacles, tends to be, it could be a situation where one of you is like being a sugar mom or sugar daddy to one, trying to like buy their love, you know, paying their rent, paying their cell phone bill, buying their dinner, whatever, because you're buying their time by doing that. It could also be, you know, a situation where they might be, one of you guys might be feeding another person, like, you know, giving all their time and energy to someone and then ignoring another aspect. You could, you know, there could be some sort of being ignored or not being given the equal amount of time that one of you guys deserves. And then we have here Prometheus upside down. So, I mean, from the human's point of view, Prometheus was a great guy because he gave us fire for humanity. But from the god's point of view, he was not a great guy. We got here cunning. He befriended the gods with the explicit intention of like stealing their fire. He had no intention of actually helping them and being their friends. He just wanted to get access to the fire and then steal it and give it to the humans. And then he stole it, so he betrayed them after getting their trust. So there's an aspect of manipulation here in your past shared energy. Not a great basis for any sort of relationship reading, but it is what it is. Alrighty, Virgo. So in the present between you guys, it's looking kind of better. It looks like there could be some sort of fresh beginning. Maybe you guys agreed to leave the past in the past, or you know, truly forgive each other, because we have a fresh new beginning and emotional connections, spirituality, creative connections, heartfelt connections that's going on here. There's probably a lot more emotion in the situation right now, versus before it might have been more of a material, like money and gift situation. Now there might be more emotions. We got here Hestia, inner fire, so there could be some you know, passion burning between you guys too. Oops. Faithfulness. Yeah, and it could be, you know, maybe you're not taking things as seriously now, because now you're you know, you're just having fun with each other. in a lighthearted way. So the near future, we got the shared energy between you guys, the Queen of Cups, which is often represented by Scorpio. So we're going to go with the positive aspects of that kind of energy, like intense love, passion, dedication, loyalty. The Queen is often seen as someone who has a cup full of love to share with people. And she's a very emotionally mature person. She's not gonna, manipulate someone. If it was reversed, then it would be a different case. So it looks like the emotional maturity will be there in the future. It also looks like, this is another, we got the more right here again. This future, whether it'll last for a long time or just sometime, it'll be like meant to happen. So not to worry about it, it'll happen in its own time. And it does look like between you two there will be attraction, chemistry that's going to be still bouncing between you guys. So not to necessarily worry about that. That's going to happen. Virgos. I mean, they're generally physically attracted because they're an earth sign. So, alrighty. So let's see. Pull these to the side. Alright, so Virgo. Next, I'm going to pull some oracle cards from Spirit to get a bird's eye view of the situation of your romance relationship, if you're in one. Let's see. I'll see what comes out. It could just be advice to you. Alrighty. So when these cards are upside down, I'll normally see it as it's either the opposite of that card, it's blocked, or it's to the extreme. So we'll see how it is as we read these, and you could make your own interpretations or ignore the reversals if you wish. We got obstacles. Unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. Chemistry in reverse. The attraction you feel is mutual, but it's in reverse. So there could be possibly a disgust right now. Or if you want to take it to the other interpretation of sometimes to the extreme, depending on how you feel about the situation, if it's right or not. Second chance. This relationship deserves a second chance. Healing. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. Intuition. You already know the answer you seek. New love. A new love or recommitment to love is developing. Balance. One person is giving too much in this relationship. And we did see that with the Pentacles card out there. Obsession. Someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. We kind of saw that with that one Swords where he was crying up there. Spiritual lesson in reverse. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. Oh, okay. That's probably to the extreme because there's no way that could be the opposite of a spiritual lesson. Interference. An external party is intruding on this relationship. So, I mean, you'll know if it's coming from your side or not. Sometimes the interference can even be like a boss that overworks you so you can't go on dates, or it could be mother-in-law or friend. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic interference, but it could be. It could be too. Alrighty. Alright, Virgo, so let me pull some cards from your person. If you're out of touching your person and you want to see what they're thinking, messages they have for you. Alright. So the cards I have here, again, if it's reversed, you might want to interpret it as being the opposite of or to the extreme, depending on how it applies to your situation. Okay, I want you so badly, reversed. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson, reverse. Again, the spiritual lesson's coming up again, so that might be something to consider. We are more alike than I admit. I didn't know how to comfort you, in reverse. I don't know what you want. So perhaps they actually do, because it's in reverse. I miss being with you. In reverse. You inspire me, in reverse. I don't know what comes next. I love you unconditionally. I feel you even though we are apart. I don't truly know you. Huh. Yeah, so I mean, it seems like there's a lot of confusion of them not knowing. They didn't know, they won't know what to do. Despite that, they seem to know how they feel. Don't know. Yeah, so if they are in the process of you know, learning a spiritual lesson, perhaps they're not they haven't been enlightened yet, because this isn't reversed over here, that they're grateful for the lesson. So there's that. Let me pull a few more cards for you, Virgo, see if there's anything else that's helpful for you. It is a general reading, so if 90% of these cards are accurate, you know, hopefully that's true. Maybe 100% is accurate too, that'd be cool. But you'll know if it makes sense to your story or not. So again, when these are in reverse, it's either the opposite of or to the extreme. We'll see. Let's hold hands. I hesitated. I did not ask enough questions. So perhaps they asked too many questions, or they really, you know, feel like they didn't ask enough. I'm going to say probably not enough, because we got this hesitation here. I am guarded. Upside down. I am easy to please, upside down, so perhaps they're not easy to please. I am a fool. Will you forgive me, upside down? I don't know you. Which they talked about the not knowing you and being alike over here too. We got obsession, which did come up in one of these oracle cards earlier. I am yours. I am just playing the field. I have trust issues. So it sounds like there's some sort of not ready to commit kind of factor going on. Maybe that happened in the past, and maybe they're not doing it anymore because they're saying I'm yours now. But it seems like the trust issues could be an issue between you two. So I mean, that could be something you might want to mutually work on, or they might have to just work on it on their own and come back when they're ready. Okay. Alrighty, so let me pull a few cards for you, Virgo. As advised. Alrighty, Virgo. Okay. So, let's see what we got. We got Clairvoyance, Archangel Raziel. I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. We got Emerald, Ceremonies and Celebrations. It's a time of important life passages such as weddings, birthdays, and graduations or anniversaries. So with the emerald, you could wear it, this isn't an emerald, but on a necklace or a ring, put in your pocket. If you can't afford an actual emerald, well, you could get a low quality, emerald too. Or you could get another green stone as a physical reminder of all the important life passages happening around you. Since this is a romance reading, you could even interpret it as perhaps trying to go to weddings, birthday celebrations, anniversaries, trying to see what kind of romantic opportunities are there for you. We got here soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate, but it's upside down, so it could be a situation where maybe it's not. Which then it probably be a karmic relationship. Not to say that karmics are bad. They're not bad people. You mutually agreed to that lesson together, so we got keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. This card is actually a hobby job card, but you can interpret it straight as that, or if you want to adjust it to romantic interpretations, you can. Heart's desire. The angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become reality. Okay. And we got Zeus, divine expansion. So, Zeus represents the divine spark of life. He holds the limitless space of the heavens within his realm. This is a time of great expansion for you. A new spark of divinity has been planted in your life, and as this seed grows, so too does your consciousness undergo a deep transformation and expansion. This may be a good time for you to write or record ideas. The lightning bolt represents awakenings, realizations, and personal epiphanies, and these can be both joyous and terrifying, as a shift in consciousness always requires you to let go of an old way of thinking. Although your old patterns are now outdated and restrictive, they have also become comfortable, and it takes courage to let go and allow yourself to expand. Lightning touched you and awakened you in your full potential. This is an inspired time when anything is possible. You are shaking off the old, unnecessary patterns and retaining only what is true. As you are electrified by new insights and feel the surge of energy rushing through you, the universe is guiding you to higher goals. Trust. This is a time to live life fully empowered and awake. Okay, Virgo, well that is it for your April 2022 forecast. Maybe we'll see you next month. Thank you.